Hey guys, it's CT with CT's Touch Horses / dogs, man. I'm just out here with the dogs on the yard. And there's a video where I told you guys where I just brought Atlas to the place and I showed y'all videos of him getting acquainted with everybody, you know, and and I spoke briefly about it, you know, and there's a video where I introduced him to Moog, and Moog wasn't quite sure about Atlas, and sometimes people act different when there's unknown possibilities. But one of my viewers seemed to think that Moog was terrified of Atlas, and it's not that he was terrified of Atlas. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't. My dogs are not alpha dogs. They're not. I never let them be dog aggressive. So he just didn't want to walk into something, and that's not what he do. He's not a fighter, you know. But since they've been on the yard, Atlas has challenged Moog a few times, and Moog let Atlas know that he wasn't having that. He didn't run. He let Atlas know that he wasn't having that. So Atlas has been charging up everybody. He's been man, he's testy. So the other day, well, I'm not gonna say the other day, but since I've had him over here, he's been testing Q. And Q is the alpha dog on this yard. Q is the man on this yard. But does he act like it? No. He doesn't carry himself that way. And again, I don't allow that. I want my dogs to get along. Just like you see those two Bostons getting along, I want my dogs to get along. I want everybody to get along. So Atlas has been challenging Q, you know, running up to him, bumping him, got his hackles up, and Q has kind of just been shunning him off. And every time Q shun him off, I think Atlas gets a little bit into himself. So the other day, he was real testy with Q. And a lot of the times I'm supervising these dogs and you know, I'm keeping stuff from going down, and I'm telling Q I'd make him leave it alone. But this particular day, I didn't say anything. I did not say nothing. And the next thing I know, Atlas had done enough to where Q had enough, and the fight was on. The fight was on. And Atlas tried, but he's too light in the ass for Q. And Q is he's not about that, but most German Shepherds, they can fight if forced to. I've witnessed it. I've been doing this for way too long. Even if they don't want to fight, when forced to, most of them can. But Q, he can fight. He's tested his daddy. He's tested Blue. And man, I mean, him and Blue had, woo. I think they almost took me off the internet. They took my videos down with Q and Blue. But Atlas couldn't handle Q. Q put that weight, used the weight against him, had Atlas down, and had Atlas around the throat. And I made him get up. And when he got up, Atlas thought he wanted to run back into Q again, but I made him quit that time. And he tried again, and this time I didn't say anything. And when Q went to get at him, he turned. So he realized that this ain't what I want right now. Now, I'm not saying he won't ever try Q again, because he's really he's a testy dog, you know, but he ain't ready for Q. Psst, who's that here? All right, Q heard that. Q come. Where you see where he came, guys? You see where he came? He came right over here to the gate, right over here to me. See how he's running up to Q? Boy, you don't want that. You don't want that, Atlas. Trust me, you don't, brother. Hey, get over here. Let's go, y'all. It's CT with CT's Touch, guys. You come across my page, man. I got a page of information when it comes to horse and dog training. And I'm old school, old fashioned, but I produce results.